to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August the 6th. Hold on, guys, hold on. Alright, we're recording. Make sure we're recording. Ladies and gentlemen, today is August the 6th, 2019. And we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw results because, ladies and gentlemen, we found out new champions and a new SummerSlam match. Well, a replacement superstar of a SummerSlam match. So let's get this going. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they started about something happened in Texas. I'm sorry, but I don't remember. I don't know what happened in Texas. But I guess there's a tragedy, a bad thing that happened. I know I can't say the word, but I think something really bad happened, and families and people got hurt. So they did 10 bells for that. I don't know what happened. I really don't. If you guys do, leave a comment below. Tell me if you guys know what happened in El Paso, Texas. I want to know. I really want to know. I want to see what happens. And then Samoa Joe came out and standing on the, they were doing an intro, their Raw intro. Surprising they did it. And then we saw Samoa Joe yelling at Michael Cole and saying that they're blaming him attacking what happened on SmackDown Live last week. Saying Samoa Joe did this, did that. And there was a Twitter poll or WWE poll that it was Samoa Joe. So, yeah, we don't know. And then he got interrupted by the man, Becky Lynch, because we were supposed to have a tag team match with the women's. The two people that are having a match at SummerSlam, Becky Lynch teams up with Charlotte Flair to verse Natalya and Trish Stratus. Both of them are going to be in all four of them. It's going to be a SummerSlam versing each other. So this was an interesting match. It was pretty decent. It was decent. But the winner of that match was Becky Lynch because of disqualification. Becky Lynch tagged herself in, and then Charlotte Flair attacked Becky Lynch and started walking away. I don't know how she's the queen, and she's the queen of Miss being coward, but she walked away, and then we saw the sharpshooter from Natalya, and Becky Lynch grabbed the rope, and the referee counted to 5, because she wouldn't let go, and there was a disqualification, and Natalya won't let go of Becky Lynch. And Trish Stratus knocked Natalya off of her, and then she just pushed Trish Stratus away. Don't touch me. And she walked away. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I didn't tell you the update of the SummerSlam match. It will be a submission match. Will be the Disarmer versus the Sharpshooter. Becky versus Natalya. It's happening. Submission match. We have 2 new championships that gotta change hands. I think we're almost there. We have Andrade versus Rey Mysterio. It was, oh my god, they made a really good match. I love these guys. These guys are amazing. I hope they fight each other at SummerSlam. I don't know what's going to happen, but this match was awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, Andrade got the win because of Zelina Vega. She got herself involved. I think she choked, hung Rey Mysterio onto the ropes, and then whoop, bam, and a hammerlock DDT from Andrade. Andrade got the win. I want to see more of these guys. Well, speaking of championships, I told you there was 3 title changes here on WWE. Well, Maria Kanellis, it was the 24/7 champion, and she was doing something about her pregnancy. She was in a doctor's appointment with Mike Kanellis. And Maria says a lot of mean things to Mike Kanellis again, and he promised that he's going to protect the baby, his wife, and the 24/7 title. So he gave her a hug, and the referee was dressed as a doctor. 1, 2, 3. Mike Kanellis is now the 24/7 champion in the doctor's office. He walked to the lobby, and then here comes R-Truth sitting with the newspaper, dressed as a woman, Carmella dressed as a dude, and R-Truth wants his title back, his baby, and then he says, my water broke, and he threw a doll baby at Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis thought it was a real baby. He caught it, and then 1, 2, 3, R-Truth is now, again, the 24/7 champion. Crazy. Then we have the Viking Raiders versus Jobbers. What's the point of this? What's the point of this? What is the point of having these guys on Raw if they're going to just verse a whole bunch of jobbers these past couple months? Of course, the winner is the Viking Raiders. I don't care. I'm not telling you guys anymore because it's jobbers. They just killed this guy. Well, one of these guys was on Impact Wrestling, did better on Impact Wrestling than they did against the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders won. Okay? I don't care. So now we have Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre, but this time, Pittsburgh's own Kurt Angle. But ladies and gentlemen, they had a tribute of the late Harley Race, because what happened last week, he did pass away. I don't think I told you guys about this, but he passed away. Harley Race, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And he was a great legend. I believe he's like a former King of the Ring champion. But ladies and gentlemen, the guy, I think he was like 76 when he passed away. He passed away, I believe it was like somewhere on the weekend, I believe. But no, it was last week. And they had a tribute about his legendary career. And all of this stuff. And then Kurt Angle comes out, and then, ladies and gentlemen, he's a special guest referee for this match. Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre attacks Cedric Alexander before the match until the Fiend comes out of nowhere. The lights turn out again. And then the Fiend attacks Kurt Angle with a Madden Claw. He attacks him again. What's the point of that? Then we have OC versus the New Day. We're supposed to be seeing the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Luke Gallows was wearing face paint like he was doing in New Japan Pro Wrestling. If you guys didn't watch that, he was wearing face paint like New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it was cut short because AJ Styles attacked the New Day. Disqualification. And then Ricochet came out for the save, and then there's a 6-man tag team match. New Day and Ricochet versus the OC. It was the OC beating Ricochet and New Day with a magic killer, and they got the win. Good job for them. Then we have the Raw, not Raw, the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line in a Fatal 4 elimination match. The Iconics versus Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and Asuka and Kairi Sane and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. This was an interesting match, but the first team that was eliminated was the Tag Team Champions, the Iconics. It was a decent match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match and your new Women's Tag Team Champions is Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are your new Women's Champions. Tag Team Champions. They pin Asuka. I think it was Asuka. We saw Alexa Bliss did a twist of bliss onto Asuka and win the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's two things that happened. Let's talk about what happened to Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe called out Roman Reigns. He was making Raw a hostage because Roman Reigns wasn't coming up. So he was waiting and waiting and waiting until he heard that Roman Reigns is in the parking lot. He went to the parking lot and he wants to find out why. Why is everybody blaming him? What happened to Roman Reigns last week? But, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get to it wasn't Samoa Joe because Roman almost got run over by a car. The car and his car was here and bam! And, well, Roman ran. He jumped back in his car and then the car just smashed it. And ladies and gentlemen, Triple H and Samoa Joe were checking on him to make sure he's okay. Samoa Joe sounds like he was just yelling at him. Triple H wants to see if he's actually okay. But looks like Roman's okay. I hope we find out who did it on SmackDown Live. But, ladies and gentlemen, we had a contract signing that we thought it was supposed to be The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. At SummerSlam, we have Shawn Michaels. He wants to make sure it works out. But, ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Ziggler signed a contract. Miz did not. Miz says we will have our match, but it's going to be on next week on Monday Night Raw. And he says you're going to be versing a legend. We don't know how long he could have his moments, of SummerSlam. And ladies and gentlemen, the returning Beast, old Beast, Goldberg comes out. And ladies and gentlemen, Goldberg signs that contract. And Dolph Ziggler is next. And Dolph Ziggler was about to run up to the ramp. And then sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels onto Dolph Ziggler. Bam! That's the end of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live. I'm hoping we find out who tried to kill Roman Reigns, or try to destroy him, or try to injure him. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye-bye.